Hi, this is Ramona and welcome to this Energizing Yoga Flow. Throughout this sequence, I will guide you through various postures that will help open you up and give you a boost of energy that you can use at any point of your day. So whenever you're ready, let's get started by finding a comfortable seated posture. Once you've found a comfortable seated posture, whether that's crossing your legs or sitting on your knees, you can bring your hands down to the mat on either side of you. And if you want to follow along with me, you can bring your left arm up and over, leaning to your right side, but really opening up the left side body, maybe opening your chest a bit and bringing it back down to the mat, letting your right arm come up and over. You can look to the ceiling to help open the chest and elongate the body. Bringing the left arm up and over. And exhaling, bringing the right arm down. Inhale through middle. Exhale, left arm up and over. Inhale through center and right arm down and over. We can inhale back to center. And on the next inhale, you can come onto your hands and knees for a tabletop position. We're going to move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So on the inhale, we're going to look up for cow posture. And on the exhale, we're going to curl down, bringing the spine into flexion for a cat posture. You can come up onto the fingertips if you want an extra stretch in the spine. And inhaling back up to the sky for cow. Exhale down to cat. One more round at your own pace. And inhale to a neutral spine. On the next inhale, we're going to extend the right arm and left leg long, trying to curl the big toe into the thigh, trying to keep the hips parallel. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. And exhale, use the abdomen to curl elbow to knee. Extend. One more, curling elbow to knee. On your next inhale, you can extend, bringing the right palm down and opening up to a modified side plank. Trying your best to keep one shoulder over the other and keeping your heel in level with your hip. So you can look up to the ceiling or the sky, and you can look down to the palm for more stability. On the next exhale, you can reach back and grab your foot for Chopasana, really pulling through the foot to help extend the foot up towards the ceiling, looking down to the ground for more stability. On your next exhale, releasing your foot slowly and coming back down to tabletop. Take one full round of breath here in a neutral spine. And on your next inhale, you can extend the left hand out, right foot back, and exhale, bring the elbow into the knee. Extend on the inhale, and exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, one more time, elbow to knee. And then extend your arm out, foot back. Bring your left hand down and open up for a modified side plank on the left side. Trying to hold strong through your bottom fingertips and your right heel, looking up to the sky and breathing. on back down to a tabletop posture and take one full inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring your toes down to the mat. Maybe extend them back a little bit for a plank posture, and breathe here for one full breath. On the inhale, come forward maybe half an inch and slowly lower halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, flip the feet down and bring yourself up for an upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and exhale back for a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe walk your dog out if it's the first dog of the day. Maybe bend the knees. But find some stability and stillness in your dog eventually. And breathe for one full inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, bring your right foot up and back. And slowly curl forward and bring it through for a warrior one. So planting the right foot and bringing the left heel down to the mat. Slowly coming up to a warrior one. Your right knee stacked over your right heel. The left outside of your foot planted to the ground. And bringing your left body forward so that your hips and your shoulders are aligned and facing the wall. And breathe here for 2 full deep inhale and exhales. Then, with control, curl your back toes up to make a high crescent lunge. And inhale here for one full breath. Bring your hands to your heart and cross over your right thigh for a high crescent lunge twist. Curling at the abdomen and then using your left elbow to lightly hook the leg. And breathe here for one full breath. Inhale the arms back up to a high crescent lunge. And exhale, bring the hands down to the mat and take your vinyasa flow. You can bring the foot back to the mat or leave it up in the air, chaturanga, through upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. Your next inhale, bring your left foot high and up behind you. And slowly curl forward, bring your left foot through in between your palms. And plant your right heel down on the mat. And bring yourself up for warrior one on the left side. Really letting your left knee be over your left ankle. Drawing that right hip and right shoulder forward. Looking to the sky. And breathing here for 2 full breaths. With control, curl the back right toes up for a high crescent lunge. Really drawing the hamstrings of the right leg up and back towards the sky and keeping the left knee over the left ankle. Breathing here for 1 full breath. We're going to do the same twist on this side. So bring your hands to your heart, twisting from the abdomen area over your thigh. Then once you get down, lightly hooking the elbow on your thigh to help you twist your heart open. At this point, you might be feeling some heat, feeling some energy traveling. And exhale, bring the arms up On the inhale, straighten out for one full breath here. Your high crescent lunge, and exhale, palms to the ground. You can either meet us in down dog or take your flow. Through chaturanga, you can add or take away from this flow. And back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here in downward facing dog for one full inhale and exhale. And then come forward and meet us in a tabletop position. Bring your knees down to the ground. From here, we're just going to bring our toes together. Knees can be apart, wide on the mat, or together. And we're going to bring our forehead down for a child's pose. Balasana. On your next exhale, come on up to your knees. We're going to stand high on our knees here. And we are going to do the camel pose. To continue opening the front body, the heart, energizing. So when you're ready, you can either leave the toes untucked, or you can curl the toes for a little extra stretch, as well as a little extra support when you lean back. And bring your hands to your imaginary back pockets. Draw your elbows together, drawing your chest forward. And this can be your camel pose here. You can stay right here. You can extend this posture by looking up to the ceiling, or you can reach back for your heels, keeping your fingers on the inside of your heels and your thumbs on the outside. Just remember, draw your hips up on top of your knees. Let your head fall heavy. Open the chest and remember to breathe here. Taking as many breaths here as you like. We'll hold it for 3 breaths on my count, but you can stay here as long as you'd like. On the 3rd breath, I'm going to come out of this camel, slowly reversing it, letting my head be the last thing to come up. And I'm going to come into a child's pose just for a moment to release that back stretch, counter pose it with a child's pose. When you're ready, make your way up from child's pose, and you can either cross your legs behind you or move them to the side to sit down. And we're going to move on to our backs for a reclined bound angle pose. So in this pose, we're going to be bringing the bottoms of our feet together and our knees wide, laying down on our mats. So you can extend your legs and come down onto your mat. You can hold your ankles and come down playfully. However you'd like to do it is totally fine. But once you're on your mat, go ahead and bring your knees up, your feet flat on the mat, and let your knees fall out to the side for our Supta Baddha Konasana. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales here. You can have your hands pressing and opening on your thighs to help you get a stretch there, or you can just have your hands up over your head. This will give you a shoulder stretch, a nice release through the front body. Or you can just completely let go and melt into the mat. Taking the second to get what you need to continue on through your day. Energized, motivated, and empowered. When you're ready, you can move into a happy baby. So you can bring your knees up, you can bring them up with your hands, and bring your knees towards your chest. With your arms inside of your knees and your thighs, grab the outside pinky sides of your feet and pull down your feet, trying to stamp the bottom of your feet on the ceiling, on the sky, wherever you are, and drawing down your shoulders, trying to keep your spine flat on the mat for a happy baby. You can rock side to side, around. You can extend one leg or the other. Or you can just hold still, trying to keep your entire spine flat on the ground. On your next exhale, release your feet. Bring your hands long overhead onto the floor. And bring your feet high above your head, stamping the bottoms of your feet on the sky. And then slowly, with control, lower your heels down to the floor as slowly as possible, using your abdomen to control this movement, giving yourself one final push. When you get to the bottom, do a nice good morning stretch, letting your toes point long, fingers point long, stretching the body as far as you can apart. Relaxing here, letting yourself notice the difference between the beginning of your practice and the end of your practice. Feeling the energy, the prana moving through you. And when you're ready, you can make your way up to a seated posture. You can roll to your side. You can help yourself up. And we can either end cross-legged or we can end on our knees. Once you have found a comfortable seat, you can rest your palms down to feel more grounded and stable, or you can rest your palms up towards the sky to feel energized and to receive. And if you would like to join me in closing your eyes, we will end this practice with a few deep guided breaths. You can begin your inhale, breathing in through your nose, feeling the air traveling down your throat, maybe down your spine, watching it move slowly, and letting your belly be loose while the air fills you up. When you get to the bottom, maybe hold your breath there for a moment, and then open your mouth and release the air. Maybe making an ah sound, or your breath can be completely silent, but not forcing the air out, just letting it travel back up the way it came in, releasing tension out with that breath. Inhale, watching the air traveling down, maybe expanding the belly even more this time, feeling looser, fuller with the air, and then letting it all go and traveling out through the mouth, releasing whatever it is that you need to let go of. Continue with these deep breaths, visualizing the air's pathway for a few more deep inhales and exhales. maybe pausing between each inhale and exhale. Allowing yourself to observe the changes that have happened from the beginning of your practice to right now, closing your practice, leaving the space feeling energized, motivated, and empowered to finish your day strong. On your next exhale, go ahead and open your eyes. Feel the energy that you have just brought to the surface and use it to finish this day strong and with motivation and power. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, and I'll see you next time.